Hey guys, we're just here at the Marinella swimming pool, just getting a good workout in. You alright, Zach?
Good.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Okay.
Apparently there are sharks in here.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limit.
Despair for Guardiola, joy for Mourinho.
Burden drinking, burden liquor, never so we were out to make that steady win.
Inter Milan are in the final of the Champions League. They haven't won it for 45 years.
Get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. I always had that dream like my...
I want us to build an economy that rewards work. I want us to build a society with stronger families and stronger communities. And I want a political system that people can trust and look up to once again.
Certainly now indications that people have died as a result of this earthquake.
Before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old. Only see my goals, I don't believe in failure, cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later.
Once we got talking out, can you tell us how Prince William proposed to you, and can you spare us in detail?
He's a true romantic, and it was we had a wonderful holiday in Africa.
And did he get down on one knee?
You have to wait and see. That's going to stay a secret.
Songs have been
So that was in 2010, or almost 7 years ago. And the question I just want you to ask yourself is, if someone asked you back then, what were your dreams? Where would you have been? Who were your friends? What would your answer have been? I think I just want you to just ask yourself that question honestly, and then it just helps you realize that time does fly.
So we know that the past can inform your future, but we all know that it doesn't dictate or necessarily determine your future. What determines and dictates your future are the choices and decisions you make now.
But the relevant question you should ask yourself for now is, how am I gonna live the next 5 years? How are you gonna live the next 5 years? How are you going to live today to ensure that you have a better tomorrow? What choices are you going to make today to make your dreams become a reality?
In 3 years, this decade will be over, and you'll have to ask yourself, what have I contributed? Have I achieved the goals I set for myself 10 years ago? Now is the time to design the next 5 to 10 years of your life, not when they're over.
In the beginning of 2010, I was a 14-year-old boy with dreams of studying medicine and becoming a medical doctor.
3 to 4 years later, I had taken my A-levels, achieved my stellar grades. However, I was rejected from the 4 medical schools I had applied to. At this point in my life, I felt frustrated, I felt disappointed, and most of all, I felt forsaken.
But I wasn't going to be a victim. I wasn't going to be another statistic. I wasn't going to be sorry.
I applied to Bulgaria to, to achieve my lifelong dream of becoming a medical doctor. Little did I know, however, that, it was going to be the stage of my life which God had ushered me into that I would never forget.
And together, started this platform to help show people that the tools for changing their life is within them.
We're also working with a couple of our other colleagues, organizing and hosting
the Spring Gala 2017.
Spring Gala.
We've chosen to share this part of our lives with you, not to brag or to say that we're better than anyone. In fact, it's because we were worse in many ways that we've gained this experience.
It's important to realize that the difference between successful people and people who are not as successful is not the decisions that they make every once in a while. It's the decisions they take consistently. So to become actually, successful, you have to be willing to change the consistent decisions and make right the consistent decisions you make in your life.
Some of you might be thinking that, I want to make a change in the world. I want to leave a lasting impression, but I've had to deal with a tragedy. I've had something really terrible happen to me. I've had some heartache, and because of this, I can't do it. Well, I'm gonna tell you a story about a guy you probably haven't heard about, called Ed Roberts. He was an ordinary man who, from the age of 14, was paralyzed from the neck down due to polio.
Rather than focus on his pain, he decided to make a difference in the life of others. Due to his will to fight for the disabled, he went on to pioneer the introduction of wheelchair ramps, disabled parking spaces, and grab bars for the disabled. And he pretty much changed how people viewed the contribution of disabled people to society.
So, next time you guys see a wheelchair ramp or disabled parking spaces, remember Ed Roberts, and remember how this unfortunate man who had a lot of pain used that pain to help other people. And also remember how you can do exactly the same.
To help you guys harness the power of decision making, I'm going to give you 3 things that you should remember, or if you're going to take anything away from this video, you should take away. Firstly, make decisions often. Making decisions is pretty much like a muscle. The more you use it, the better you get at it. Then second, learn from your decisions. If you make a mistake, remember it and learn from it. And finally, stay committed but flexible with your decisions. Don't just keep on going dog-headed when there's no way. Be able to recalculate and keep on going, but stay committed.
Can I just say before I love the toaster beside you, man, over here, right there.
Why didn't you take the toaster out, Zach? You just messed up the shot.
I made it better, didn't I, guys?